Have you ever wondered why some people work hard their whole lives but never seem to get ahead financially? The answer isn't always about income. It's about habits, mindset, and silent money traps that keep you stuck. Let's face it, talking about money can be uncomfortable. For many of us, it brings up feelings of anxiety, shame, or frustration, especially if you're doing everything right, working, paying bills, maybe even saving a little, but you're still not seeing real progress. The truth, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world feel exactly the same way. This video isn't here to judge or point fingers. It's here to open your eyes in a kind, practical way. Because if you're stuck in a cycle of just getting by, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're bad with money. It's because you haven't been given the tools or the truth. And here's the thing. Most people stay broke not because of a lack of effort, but because of a lack of awareness. They fall into invisible traps, cultural pressures, emotional spending, poor financial education, and those traps become habits. Habits that slowly drain their future. But you can break the cycle. In this video, we're going to uncover the real reasons most people stay broke. We'll talk about spending psychology, budgeting myths, income plateaus, lifestyle inflation, and even the fear of success. We'll break it all down in a way that's easy to understand, and more importantly, easy to act on. Because once you understand what's been holding you back, you'll have the power to take control. You deserve peace of mind, financial confidence, and a future that isn't defined by stress. So, let's start by shining a light on the truth. Lifestyle creep, when more income leads to more spending. Let's talk about something that happens quietly but powerfully. Lifestyle creep. It starts the moment your paycheck increases. Maybe you get a raise, land a new job, or your side hustle finally takes off. At first, it feels amazing, like all your hard work is finally paying off. So you treat yourself. A nicer apartment, a new phone, more frequent takeout, maybe even a better car. And while none of these choices are bad, here's the danger. Without a clear plan, your expenses rise to match your income. Or worse, outpace it. Let me give you an example. Imagine you were earning $2,000 a month and living on $1,600. That gave you $400 in breathing room. Then your income increases to $2,800. But instead of saving or investing the difference, you upgrade your lifestyle. Now your rent is higher, your subscriptions increase, and you dine out more often. Before you know it, you're still living paycheck to paycheck, just at a higher income level. This is why many people who earn six figures are still broke. Lifestyle inflation silently robs you of long-term wealth. But here's the empowering part. Awareness is everything. If you can pause after every income jump and ask, how much of this should go toward my future self? You start shifting from short-term comfort to long-term security. 2. Lack of financial literacy. The education gap. Most people aren't taught how to manage money. Not in school, not at home, not anywhere. And that lack of education creates the perfect storm for confusion and bad decisions. Think about it. We spend years learning algebra and grammar, but never learn how to file taxes, create a budget, or understand interest rates. So we enter adulthood blind, relying on what we see others doing, which is often just as misinformed. A relatable story here is someone who signs up for their first credit card, not realizing how interest works. They spend freely, miss a few payments, and before they know it, a $500 balance becomes $1,200 in debt. This isn't about irresponsibility. It's about not knowing what you didn't know. Financial literacy is the key to freedom. When you understand how money works, you gain confidence. You make decisions that serve you now and later. And the best part? You don't have to be an expert. You just have to be curious and consistent. 3. Emotional spending and instant gratification. Here's something few people talk about. Money is emotional. Many of us spend to feel better, not because we need something, but because we want to escape a feeling. Rough day at work? You order takeout to soothe the stress. Feeling unappreciated? You buy a new outfit for the dopamine hit. These moments feel small, but over time they add up. Emotional spending is especially sneaky because it feels justified in the moment. But afterward, it often leads to regret, guilt, and even more financial stress. The exact thing we were trying to avoid. powerful practice here is to pause before you buy. Ask, am I buying this because I need it or because I feel something? That moment of mindfulness can make all the difference. And here's the good news. You don't have to cut out joy to be financially smart. You just need to be intentional. Build room in your budget for things that genuinely make you feel good. Experiences, hobbies, small indulgences, but within boundaries. 4. No clear financial goals or plan. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And that's exactly how most people handle their money, reactively instead of intentionally. Without clear goals, it's easy to spend without thinking, save without purpose, and drift without building real momentum. A goal gives your money direction. A plan gives it power. Let me give you a story. 2 friends each earn $3,000 a month. One saves $50 here and there, hoping it adds up someday. The other sets a goal, build a $1,500 emergency fund in 6 months. They create a plan, automate $250 a month to savings, and track their progress. 6 months later, one has a safety net. The other is still hoping. Having goals isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a sense of purpose. Even a simple plan like pay off $500 of credit card debt in 3 months can give you the motivation to stay consistent. 5. Fear of change and fear of success. This one might surprise you, but for some people, staying broke is familiar. It's what they've known. It's where their family, friends, and comfort zone live. And so, even when opportunities arise, a quiet fear creeps in. Who will I become if I succeed? Will people still accept me? What if I fail anyway? Fear of change is real, but so is fear of success. We sabotage our own progress by avoiding growth. We procrastinate, overthink, or convince ourselves that now isn't the right time. But here's the truth. The discomfort of growth is temporary. The reward of freedom is forever. You don't need permission to rise, and you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing. If this video spoke to you, if even one section hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button and subscribe because this channel is about more than money. It's about hope, freedom, and progress at your own pace. I want to hear from you. What part of your financial journey feels the most frustrating right now? Is it emotional spending, goal setting, or maybe you just don't know where to begin? Drop your thoughts in the comments. You'd be surprised how many people are going through the same thing. Let's grow together. And if you haven't already, make sure to check the links in the description. I've added some free tools and resources to help you take the first real step toward financial clarity.